Okay, what I did was when I did the first pass, I went ahead and did a second one as deep as I could with this, because if you go too deep and you go under where these two sides are and you go underneath, you're going to tear the wood. Okay, so you want to, when you carve, you want to make sure it's just right on that this stays above the wood. Alright, it stays above whatever you're doing. If you go in too deep, you're going to be tearing stuff out. Once I get that done, I take my knife, since I have a nice deep groove, and I follow that groove very carefully. I turn my piece while I'm hanging on to it. This is when you can cut yourself, and I've done it already with turning it and it's slipping off the side. So just move your piece a little bit at a time and just follow this all the way out to the end. Alright, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come up from this side and you're just going to start digging it out. Alright, making it kind of deep. You want a deep groove in there, because actually what you're going to be doing is rounding, okay, rounding these off. So it's got to be deep enough to do that, or give it the illusion that it's really super deep. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and I already started it before, go kind of deep. Alright, do all your grooves that way, and then when you're done going as deep as you want to go, and then if it's not deep enough, you just do this over again. Keep it a little bit at an angle like you did with the V tool, kind of, and that's giving you a guide, you know, and just go ahead and keep working that. And then once you have that done, then you go ahead and, you know, this is going to be pretty deep. This is what takes the time, is making sure that you have it all cut deep enough. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come back and you're going to round it off. Okay, you're going to round these edges off a little bit. Like this one here, you're going to bring this down. I'll just do the front here and show you, because it would be too long to show you how to do the whole thing. But and then you go to the top of that same spiral and you round that off. And then you go to the next one, you round that one off. And take your time. And if it doesn't look deep enough, you go back and you do it again until you're satisfied with how deep it should be. And I'm telling you, the deeper you have it, actually the nicer it looks, and the more of a spiral look you'll get to it than this blocky look. See, if you just left it like that, it looks blocky. But you notice as we start our way up here and we start trimming things out and start making that V cut much deeper on either side, and then going back and rounding off that hard edge, that's where you get the that little rounded look, okay, to make it look more spiral. And don't be afraid to go back and do a section, and then I would go over it once and see what it looks like. If it's not deep enough, you just go back over it again, you know. See, now I'm already working towards the back end here. And up here you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take that knife and you're going to kind of follow that V cut you already established, alright, and you're going to go right up to the tassel there. And that's all that's to this hat. You know, it's a lot of cutting, and you know, if you do a spiral, you could make it hollow in the center. If it's long enough, you could do it like the icicles that I showed you before. My chair's starting to fall apart here. I wonder what happened to the back of it. It's loose. But anyway, whoops, there we go again. What you want to do is you just want to keep going here. I'm going to do some of this offline. When we come back, we'll have this all done. All right. And when you get up here to the edge here of the thing, you want to just be very careful. Just kind of go in kind of deep right there, and you know, do a little V cut there, and be very careful. All right. Let me see one thing here. Okay, it looks good. So when we get it done, it's going to have a little more spirals than this one here. But you can make as many spirals as you want. You want to make another one in between, you can. I haven't done that, but you can. I think sometimes it can be too much having too many. But, you know, it's a lot more work, don't forget either. But, you know, if you enjoy this type of carving and you enjoyed making the spirals, you can certainly give it a try. There's no right or wrong way of doing things, folks, really. Whatever you feel like doing. Alright? Again, here we're going to go closer to the edge. And if that doesn't free up, you come over this way and just kind of chop it out. There we go. So I'm going to keep working on this so it looks all rounded like this here. And then we'll come back, we'll finish doing the beard and the tassel, and here with the little V cut with the V tool. Alright folks, we'll be back.